Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. In this video, we will going to see DW core arrays functions take, drop and the partitions in DataWeave transformation. Okay, so let me jump directly to DataWeave editor. Okay, in DataWeave editor, so you have to make sure you have to import this library, import star from DW core arrays. Then I will declare one. So first function we will see a drop. So basically drop function will really remove the nth element in the array. Okay, so basically it will remove nth elements. So basically what happens, drop the first n elements. Okay, so basically if I mention n equals to 2, so it will drop first two elements. If I mention n equals to 3, it will drop first three elements. Okay, so let me show you with live example. So I will move to DataWeave. Okay, and I will say array, and I can pass some of the numbers 1 2 3 5 6 9. Okay, and I can say, so it takes two parameter. Drop takes two parameter. One is the payload and the second is the n value. So basically I will say drop array comma 2. So it will drop first two element 1 and 2. So you can see in output it's 3 5 6 7 9. So basically there might be some requirement where you don't have to consider like the first object in the payload of your array. So you can use this drop function. Okay, now I will see take. So in take, what it will do, it also take two parameters. So it will take first n element. Okay, it will consider first n elements in the array. Rest of the element it will drop. So I mentioned take array comma 2. So it take first and 2. If I say something like 7, so it will take all the element. If I say 8, it will fail. It will not fail because it will consider all the elements. So if I put comma 10 also, it will take that also. If I put comma 11, it will not consider. So it will consider only first 8 elements. Now let me put 6. Okay, so you can see it will take the first 6 elements. So let me go to take function or take operator. So select the first n element. Okay, it returns an empty array when n is less than equals to 0, the original array when n is greater than size of array. So you mentioned like so basically if I say -1, it will say empty array. Now I have how many elements? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 element. If I pass 10, it will return 9 elements also. If I pass 100 also, it will return 9 elements, because it contain only 9 elements. So it mentioned here. So if it's greater than, it also return n. Okay, so now I will go to the partition. What happens in the partition? In partition, so partition basically works on the array, and like it return like it divide the data into two partition. One is success, one is failure. So whatever like elements or whatever object met the condition, it will go into the success partition, and like whatever element or whatever element in the array or whatever items in the array failed the condition will go into the failure partition. So let me show that. So I will use the function called partition. So I can say array partition. Okay, so it return item. So I can say something like that is even. I can pass item. So you can see all the even items come into the success, and all the rest apart from even item comes into the failure, right? So let me go to the partition function. No, it's also part of array library. Yeah, this is a partition function. As I mentioned, it return two partition. So basically separate the array into the element that satisfy the condition from those that do not. Okay, as I mentioned, it return two partitions, success and the failure. So whatever element satisfied the condition goes into the success partition, and whatever array failed the condition will goes into the failure partition, right? So that is how the success and the failure partition works. So let me consider one of good example. So I will take this example, okay, and I will go to my data view editor. I will remove this array, okay. So this is my employee payload, which contain name, salary and the age, and it contain the array of 5 employee, 1 2 3 4 5. So now I want to just drop the first employee, and I want to consider everything. So I can use the drop funds element, and drop takes payload as an input. So in this case employee is my payload, comma I will say 1. Right, in this case it will drop the first employee, and you can see second, third, fourth, fifth into that array, right. And I want to drop first two, then I can pass it that 2. So it will drop the first 2 items in the array, and rest of the item will be there, okay. So similarly we can use the take. So I want to just take the first 2 employee, okay. So in that case, see, I can use the take function, okay, and it will consider, like, it will pick the first 2 item in the array, or we can call it as the first 2 object in the array also. So similarly if I want to pick 3, so we can pass 3. If I want to pass 5, no, so we get 5. If I 6, in 6 it will always return the, because 6 is greater than number of items in the array, but it return the 5, 5 elements in whatever elements available in the array, if it's greater than the items in the array, okay. Now we will move to the partition. So now I want to move, like, all the employee in the success partition when salary is greater than 10k or 10,000, and rest of the rest of the employee into the failure partition. So what I can do, so I can say employee partition, okay, item, and I can say item dot salary is greater than 10,000. So if you see, so like I have a 2 items or 2 object in the failure because it doesn't match the condition. If you see the 3 items whose salary is always greater than 10,000, 20, 30 and 30, so they came into the success partition. So let me consider, so greater than 10,000 and the age is greater than 34. So now age item dot age is greater than 34. So in that case the previously 34 was in the success, but I added one more condition, so like 34 came into the failure partition, so it doesn't match the condition, okay. So basically this can be used like when you want to segregate the data depending on the some condition, like so like you want to move the data into different buckets or different partition, so you can use this partition partition function provided by a data view transformation, okay. So let me try with some more thing. So now I can remove this, so I can say item dot name is equals to, or everything is failure because I haven't write it correctly, I can say. So my only one result is success, rest of the items or object has failed the condition, okay. Okay, so I hope like you understand like what are the different functions like drop, take and the partition. I think partition is one of the useful function, okay. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please click on like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.